Hello everyone, this is Sado as always at Saturday 19 p.m. We are starting 19 p.m. That's not how I should say it. 7 p.m. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, we're starting as always at Saturdays. We're starting a stream from something remake related. This time it's a multiplayer game, maybe two. We'll see if there's something more after this one. Um, Last time I showed you guys how to make a 1 versus 1 map in 2 hours. Let's say that I was satisfied with the result. It wasn't the worst. Pretty nice map called Sandstorm. The name is totally not related to the song that everyone knows from the memes, but whatever. Today we've got quite a nice lobby here, pretty good players. It's hard to find even one bad player in this lobby, so we'll definitely have some good skill level here. I can see we've got on one side, on the right side actually, 3 LTs and Golem, while the rest of the guys here, which is 2 E-stars and 2 lone wolves, as you could say, are playing on the left side, and it's a pretty classic map too. It's a Final Frontier, the original version from a couple of years ago, not the one that is in the remake, because that's the one we prefer to play. And yeah, we've got Dima, which means we will see a lot of farms. Seems like Hade is still stuck pre-building. Maybe he doesn't know this map, I don't know. I find it highly unlikely, but still. Oh, damn. Dima playing location 4. It can end only one way, I guess. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that the LTs are a bit scared, or at least they act like. We'll see if they rush Dima after peacetime, which is what I fully expect them to do. And today it's a bit special for me because it's the first time, at least since quite a long while, maybe a year, that I'm streaming to Facebook as well. So hello to everyone who is watching this from FB. I hope everything will be working. So if there are any issues both on Twitch or YouTube and on Facebook Live, then just let me know, please. I might be a bit slow to read the Facebook comments, but I will try to take a look there from time to time. I didn't connect this. I can look at both comments from Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but Facebook is done a bit separately, so I will have to look manually there. Hello to Błażej. I'm curious how it will work with Facebook, because I never had a lot of viewers there when I tried and I was actually streaming a tournament about 1 year ago when I bought a subscription for some service that can allow to stream to multiple sites at the same time. But I decided it's not worth it, because there were only a couple of people always watching on Facebook, and most of the people I was getting from YouTube and Twitch. So we'll see if it works today. Those that don't know, I'm always streaming every single week at 19 at Saturdays, so this is a kind of a scheduled thing for me. May change to Sundays at some point, depends on how fast everything opens up in my country. Because normally I wouldn't sit here at Saturday evening probably, but you know, that's how it looks since quite some time. About this map, the map is called TFF, yeah, the Final Frontier, and it's one. I said it's one of the classic maps because we used to play a lot of games on this one back in the day, like maybe 4 years ago or so. These days it's a bit less popular. Maybe it's because it's a bit overplayed. I don't know. It's a pretty fine map though, and the locations are quite powerful. You can see, for example, okay, maybe it depends on the location actually, but it's definitely interesting the way you have to build on some of the logs. You have 4 pairs of locations, so you get 4 unique locations per team. You can see that, for example, location 1 and location 8 are pretty similar in their idea. You have iron really far away, and you're supposed to make a bit more farms along the way and rush to the iron as fast as it's possible. There are slight differences in these locations. For example, I think gold is a bit okay. Maybe it's hard to say if it's a bit better on 8. Probably a bit closer, you know, but it can get a bit tricky if you make the gold smelters in a wrong place, and it can happen also that the serfs will not go there to the bottom of the base. So sometimes it's not working perfectly on this location, but it all depends if you make a lot of buildings on the bottom. I mean, you should do that to make them visit this place more often, so there's a perhaps a bit higher chance that they will take a task from there. Actually, I'm not sure if that works like this in this version, so maybe I'm talking bullshit, but whatever. Let's take a look. I think I've seen a comment or two. Oh, come on. Wanna become famous. Does anyone know how do I kill the guy who thought of these spam comments on Twitch? Anyway, hello Gevog. Just as usual, I can see you here. I'm glad to see Dixopcan as well, just like one week ago. And yeah, like I said, definitely the map can be familiar to the guys who used to play back in the day. And Dixopcan's words only confirm what I just said. But wait a second, because I'm a bit lost here, and Gevok asked, said something more. 40 farms from one side, from 40 farms from other. Yeah, that's more or less possible. I mean, not sure how many farms. Okay, first yawn of the day. Not sure how many farms the right side will have. Not sure what the plan of Black Pearl will be. So far the way he's building means absolutely nothing, but to me it seems he may make a few farms on the right side perhaps, but it's hard to say for now. It's still way too early. He'll have to get these forests and gold, and then we will be able to see what he has in his plans for this base. Anyway, I started talking about the location which Black Pearl is playing. As you can see, the storehouse is pretty far away from pretty much everything except for a couple trees and stone mountain. So it can be a bit tricky to get, well, even the gold. It's not that far away, but when you realize that you also have to go here, it can get a bit tricky, you know. Oh, anyway, I'm a bit surprised to see this here. I think this is some kind of fixed version because I do not remember this stone. It's an interesting idea though, because this location has a permanent problem of being unable to get stones quick enough to the buildings you build here. So if you want to make like 9 coal mines, for example, on the top right of this location, it will be a big problem to do this because the serfs will... Okay, it starts early today. The serfs will be bringing stone very, very slowly here. They will try to bring the stones to the closer buildings first. And after they stop doing it here, they will finally go to the top of the base. So this can be a nice idea to rush for a couple stonemasons on the top of your base on this log. Because it can boost the production here, even if you waste a bit more time to make this one. As you can see, Blackpearl seems to be making, well, this quality is a bit risky, I'd say. I'm not entirely sure it will be able to reach even here. I mean, yeah, I should probably reach it, yeah, but okay, it can work. It will probably get rebuilt as soon as he gets here. That's what I'm guessing at least. And this location 5, well, it's a counterpart of the location 4, which Dima is playing. It's a monster lock. Whoa, there's such a huge amount of space here. I think even more than on the normal version of the location. I'd have to compare it, but seems a bit more space. I think something happened to the bottom, to the iron mountains, but I'm not entirely sure. They look a bit too nice for someone who fixed this area, which looks kinda not so good. But with a player like Dima, it can get a bit scary what he can do here. You can see that there's a lot of space here, so he can just go with farms to the left side if he wants, taking a woodcutter here, then go to the bottom, make a bit more farms or maybe something else, and take a couple more trees from the bottom. There's a lot of space for the trees as well here. It's pretty much a sandbox building kind of location. You can do everything here, I guess. Yeah, this will be a bit scary. Sorry. So yeah, we can see he's going for 2 gold smelters at the same time. This is pretty interesting because that's an unusual maneuver. Actually, maybe it's usual from Dima. I mean, he makes pretty big bases. I never paid much attention about when he makes the second gold smelter, but perhaps he just thinks that it's better to make all the buildings in this area and forget about it, move on to the bottom, for example. This isn't a bad idea actually, because if he had to go here and then go back, he wastes a lot of time for the serfs. Sorry, for the builders movement, I mean. You can see he's already going for this forest here, which is probably a very good decision. Cutting down only these trees here. Okay. So we've got 4 locations which are really good for farming and in most cases nothing else. It's especially tricky to get iron on these 2 locations on the top. Location 1 and 5. Locations 4 and 8 are somehow it's a bit easier. I don't know what makes this location such a pain for this. Probably the distance is a bit bigger. And here you can just make the farms along the way and somehow you get there quite quickly. Yeah, the distance is a bit bigger, and then you have to reach out for the coal, which I think is the issue here, because on location 1 the coal is actually in your way, and it makes the iron mountain even more far away, even further away. While here you have a bit less distance to the first iron mountain, so you can actually grab the first iron mine and start making the iron buildings, even if you're still waiting for the coal mines. And you can also see on this location there's no such problem with stone, but still I think the second mountain was added anyway. I don't think there was one before, so probably this one. I'm not sure, but whatever. But as you can see, the stone on this location is in a way better spot for all the buildings here, because even if you make the buildings on the left, which is like pretty far away, it's still quite close, and there's not a lot of buildings when you build on the left side, because it's early into the game when you need the gold smelters and the gold mines here, the gold mines. Interesting thing, he doesn't seem to be making a second gold mine. I don't know why, but perhaps he's gonna take this one, but I'm not sure. Nevertheless, I think I spent enough time in Dima's base, so let's take a look at the other location. We've got General Star here. Like the way he's building here. The farm's fitting pretty nicely. You can see he's going for a pretty compact base, at least well planned, it seems. Trying to make the shortcuts early on, which is also quite important thing. And also in will be here. It might work. Yeah, it might work. Slightly tricky because it's on the same side as the school, but then it's above, so and there's gonna be two roads to it, so it should probably work well, but we will see what happens. Actually, three roads if we insist. If they insist, the Serbs can take the left side route. Facebook stream isn't working. Ah, come on. Let me see. Let me see. It says it's working here. Let me see here. Happens actually through. It seems to be working. At least for me, it's working. Unless I pasted some wrong link. Let me see what happens when I click on the link. Yeah, it should work definitely. But thanks for checking. But at least on my end, it seems to be okay. So I don't know what happens. And there's someone else watching, so there's definitely some viewers. But okay. Anyway, going back to General Star's base. What's the time? 40 till peacetime. You can see he's got already quite quite enough woodcutters, and still making a bit more. This is probably a pretty nice area to be building woodcutters. There's not gonna be a lot of buildings being built here. Maybe, yeah, only the fisherman, probably the fisher's hut. So this is like a perfect place. Perfect place for woodcutters, especially that you kind of have to leave this space unoccupied because that's how the... Oh, wait a second, this is a fixed version, so there's actually an entrance to this base. This is not a bad idea. Keeps this a bit balanced. What is the name of this one? D fix, so probably for Dima. Yeah, I mean, I don't like when people make fixes of maps, especially without asking the author. But I think in this case, these are pretty good fixes, because yeah, you can also see there's an entrance here. Yeah, it may not look like it doesn't fit a bit, maybe, although this is old style elevation, so it kind of fits, but and of course it cuts down the river, so it should probably be the swampy kind of thing instead of the grass, because it kind of doesn't look logical, you know. But apart from that, yeah, like here, it should look like this. But apart from that, it's yeah, I mean, on its own, it's pretty nice looking. actually. It kind of fits. Could be better, of course, but whatever, what I'm talking about. Let's go back to the gameplay maybe. Usually, this area was closed in both these locations, so it was very hard to help the other location, actually to help each other. And in this version, there's a really short entrance, I mean short way to the front, so this is pretty nice for these two locks. Changes the gameplay a bit, but I think it's a good kind of change. Then we've got this location which didn't change too much, and we've got Bullet here. You can see that his base is already pretty compact. He's going for the first for the first swine farm, and already going on hard, really hard with the iron production. You can also see that he's got only 2 iron mines in the close vicinity of his barracks, his storehouse, kinda close, I mean. He's gotta go to the bottom, to the south of his base to get more iron. And let's take a look at the other base with a similar location. Golem here. Whoa, that's a long road. Did he have to do this? Probably did. Because, is it me? Not really. It seems like there's this big forest on the bottom, so from what I remember, you kind of have to go there, and it's not like he had any choice. And then you probably want to try to go for the iron as fast as possible. So that explains why he's building in such a weird way. Because these farms, if the iron was somewhere here, then they would definitely go a bit through the way, a bit towards the woodcutters here, perhaps. But in this case, I think it's a pretty good location for them. It's probably going to make the base really small, at least as small as possible. I'm guessing there's gonna be some weapon production here and nothing else. Maybe a couple more farms later on, like someone predicted 10 farms per base on average. So you can see he's going for the first iron mine. It's not too late on this location because it's a bit far away, and these iron mines are even further away from the storehouse. Okay. Hold on for a second. Checking if there's so many new comments, but doesn't seem like that. So let's get back to the game. Looking at the list of the players here, I think the strongest points on the LT side might be Honey and Black Pearl, but we'll see what happens. On the other teams, let's call them E-Stars and Friends. Yeah, I'd say I'd be most scared of Bullet and Dima, although I also can't say what will happen. I mean, definitely Bullet is scary no matter what happens. Like every single time you see Bullet, you should run away. And it also applies to Dima, but only after maybe 10-15 minutes, then you should run away. And before that, it depends on the game. He's always making these monster bases, as some of you probably know. So I guess we can imagine at least 3 swine farms on peacetime, and probably a lot more farms to that. Ah, crap. I don't know what to do to not be sleepy on streams, but whatever. And last but not least, Trash, playing on the Iron Log with a lot of iron mines. Seems like he's going for 3 only so far. Perhaps later on he'll go for the rest, but obviously it's a bit tricky because If you try to take 5 iron mines in peacetime, it usually ends up pretty bad. Unless it's a bit closer to the storehouse, not that case here definitely. So you can see that he went for a bit small farm setup, probably 6 farms, regular swine farm kind of thing, and then he's going for the iron. So this lock looks like iron lock, kinda is, but it's really hard to get all the iron right away. Anyway, it seems like he's having some problems with the stone production. I have no idea why. So here you go. You can see that the stone can be dug from 1, 2, 3, 4 spots currently, maybe 5. This might be the problem, but I'm not sure. Perhaps they were just eating at the moment. I can actually see one of the guys is eating inside the inn, so that's exactly what happened here. But at least he's gonna eat enough to restore his health almost to full, because you can see he ate. Yeah, this is perfect. So this tomato will be working until this base wins or dies. And we can also see a bit of a traffic jam here. But it's after the inn was. Yeah, you can see the reason right away. This lock. Yeah, I also already said what I found of this log, so maybe I'll not repeat myself. But yeah, let's go to location 5. It used to be my favorite location on this map, probably because I always make bad bases, and here everyone makes at least made in the past bad bases. So you know, the lesser the expectations, the better for me. but you can see that Blackmail is kind of killing it here with this extra quality, which is a pretty nice idea, I guess. He seems to be building extra road here. And probably going to make all the buildings along the way here, just to, you know, to make the base as small as possible, even if small is not exactly what you can do here. But you can see he's trying as much as he can, you know. So, interesting plan. Okay, so doesn't seem to be having any problems in his base. I think it's still pretty fast with the iron mines here, and couple coal mines ready as well. It's not too bad. So it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Looking at Dima, his direct competitor, seems a bit faster perhaps. Not by much though. You can see he's got 7 farms already. I'm wondering what's gonna happen here next. Probably not so many farms right away, but he'll definitely make a bit more later on, somewhere around the peacetime. For now, he probably has to make the iron buildings for sure. He's finishing up the coal mines, which is nice because they'll start producing as fast as possible. Let's check the comments, but nothing new here, so let's continue. Yeah, pretty nice and compact base somehow. Even despite the fact that he always makes such huge bases. I think he doesn't waste any space here, and he doesn't waste any time of his serfs for unnecessarily long walks. This base seems pretty compact so far. You can see his main buildings are kind of L-shaped here, while the farms are in the center here. Alright, let's take a look at the other corner logs. One of the most tricky locations is from Skeletor, and it seems like he needs a break, so we'll finish talking about this log in a couple minutes or seconds. So we have to wait a bit of time for Skelly to get back. Regarding the change, oh, he's back. Regarding the chances of these teams, seems pretty evenly balanced to me. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, going back to Skelly's base. It seems like we've got 2 swine farms already. The third one is getting closer. The stables are getting built as well, but he's finishing up his iron production as well. I mean, at least the second ammo smith, because the first one's already working since a couple minutes, maybe a minute or two. Interesting place for barracks, by the way, but this is probably a good decision, although it might be a bit far away. Oh no, wait, he's making tannery here, which means he's gonna make the leather jacket makers probably somewhere in the close vicinity. What else? This is a pretty interesting place for the weapon workshops, which is probably what he's going to do here. Okay. So the main tricky part about this lock is that gold mountain here on the bottom. You can make 2 decisions. I mean, you can decide to go from the right or from the left. Most players do it from the right. I don't know why, but I never see people going to the left for the gold and stone, and I always thought this was a way better idea. I'm probably not good enough to do this, but I always used to play like this, going straight to the left, maybe making like 2 buildings here, like a woodcutter and one stonemason or something like this, and then going straight to the left. There's just enough stone in the storehouse to do this, and it shouldn't pose any slowdowns if done correctly, but like I said, I've never seen many players do this, so this is what Skeletor is doing is probably the normal way. But a little problem with this, there are 2 actually. The one is that you make the gold and coal mines in a place which is relatively far away from the core of the city, so can be a bit less movement here. The other thing is that that it takes such a long time to go to the left side for the iron that going here wastes some extra time, you know. But looking at the time, 21 minutes remaining. Seems to be about normal the rate with which He's going for the iron. This is a pretty tough location for iron, so I'm not really surprised that it's taking such a long time. Like I say, it's pretty normal. Let's take a look at his opponent playing on a similar location. Hades' base is well, it looks pretty much complete if you don't look at the right side. I think it's slightly slower iron here, although he's producing. Okay, yeah, it seems slower than Skelly's for sure. You can see he's having some problems getting gold, or maybe he made a second gold mine. I mean, a bit late. I don't know. He's making the third one. This is pretty strange. Something wrong must have happened here. I don't know what though. But most likely he forgot about the second gold mine. That's how it looks like to me. I don't know. Anyway, 7. Let me say that again. 7 quaddies. I don't really understand why. Although this is a pretty big location, so it might have helped. And he's definitely gonna try to make a trade with stone involved. Looks like that at least. Oh, he's actually got 5 swine farms already and 8 farms, which translates to 5 buildings more or less. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be a monster spam, although without horses it seems, at least for now. Perhaps he's gonna try and trade for them. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So he's going for bows and probably pikes. I think it's not going to be the best game from him. I mean, unless he capitalizes somehow on the fact that he's gonna have a lot of leather jackets. But you can also see that his woodcutters, his forests are pretty monstrous as well. 9 woodcutters working right now, which is pretty good, and I think this is quite enough for the type of leather production he's aiming for. So we're gonna have a massive leather spam from him. And now it also explains the third gold mine so early, along with the third gold smelter. He's gonna have a massive spam, which means he needs to step up his gold a bit, because right now it's definitely not enough. And I also think there was some kind of mistake, like the second gold smelter being late, like I said before. Okay, so let's take a closer look at Bullet now, because it's also interesting to take a closer look at his bases. You can see it's a pretty nice base. I'm not sure, perhaps these shortcuts are not needed here. We've got like a main 2 roads there. There's not a huge traffic jam, but I feel like a shortcut here could help a bit, especially here maybe. You can see there's a bit too much movement in this area, so I would try to change that a bit. Apart from that, I won't complain too much. 16 minutes and 16 shields and come on, shields and Amos seems pretty nice, and there's still some time, so he's probably gonna have about 35 iron weapons. I'm not sure, maybe a bit less, but we'll see. He's already going for the 5th iron mine, so he's aiming to expand his base for the iron pretty much all the way. So but you can also see he's got 7 farms, and he'll make at least 1 more. It looks pretty good, I guess. Okay. So let's take a look at General Star, then move on to the right side team. We've got 14 minutes left of the game time, at least. Yeah, I kinda like what he did here. Maybe there's a bit of a bottleneck here, but it shouldn't be a big deal, because the serves are able to go in basically 3 directions, and there's not that much of a movement here yet. This should be working quite nicely. Making the third swine farm. Yeah, he went for a pretty small base here with only 6 farms, which is a bit unusual on this map, I guess. But there's a huge traffic jam in front of the storehouse. Wait, what? I knew about the stonemasons, and now I realized. Whoa, okay. I saw the stonemasons, but I didn't realize how many builders he's gonna have. This is insane. I'm amazed if he can even micro this. Okay, let's observe him for a while, because I'm actually curious how he even uses them. This seems like a base which would work better at the reverse con zone map, for example. And it seems like he's got about 10 farms already. How many? 9. Okay. And 11. Yeah, I'm aiming for at least 13, that's for sure. Just to see how much Dima have. Let's have 8. Okay, so it's more or less the same, it seems, but what's the 8th one? Ah, here. Okay. Yeah, the 9th one is pretty new, so it's pretty much the same, I guess. Dima doesn't expand yet. Interesting. But yeah, really nasty base. 90 serves, that's something I can understand, but that 34 builders, what the hell? And that also kind of explains what I was thinking, that his spam will be a bit bad on peacetime. He's gonna have basically leather, Richland location, 5 leather and a bit of iron kind of spam, it seems. Well, maybe a bit too harsh. I mean, he's gonna have a bit, at least 20 pikes, I think 20, maybe 25. And probably 60 or something leather. Hard to say, because 5 and 2, this is not exactly the ratio I know much about, so I don't know how fast this will work. For normal 1 to 2 tanneries and about 3 swine farms, I would say 10 minutes is 30 jackets. So maybe 50 jackets. Yeah, this could work. So in 10 minutes he could have about 80 leather. It's probably possible. I don't know if his wooden weapon production will survive this. Let me see how many he's got. 3, making 4th one right here, and got already 5 of sawmills. So he still seems to need a bit more serfs. You can see that these sawmills are a bit empty, and nobody's trying to help them, you know. So but yeah, it might be that his sausages will be good enough. Yeah, they'll definitely be good enough for this massive production. But I think he might need to consider making the 3rd butcher, because there still might happen that one of these will go hungry or something. Maybe it's not the biggest deal. Ah, come on! Don't do this to me. I just noticed that I didn't update the title on Twitch. It's definitely not defending the whole map. But anyway, let's leave the monstrous base of Harry for a while, and perhaps we should take a look at the right side, at the other players we didn't look at too much. Let's take a look at, not Harry, Trash, obviously, Trash. Pretty good. Iron, I guess. I mean, okay, maybe 8 minutes, yeah, maybe not that pretty good. For for how late he started going for it, I think it's gonna be pretty good. So he should probably have about, I don't know, 25 on peacetime, because he's really late with the sword, so might be a bit before he catches up. He gets caught up, yeah, that's how I should say it probably. But apart from that, how's the ladder? I don't know. This base was supposed to be compact, but something didn't work right here, I'm afraid. But to me it seems like he went a bit like Harry, but for the iron. So he made everything a bit later, but he's gonna go for all the iron at least. So after a while he'll start spamming a bit more. You can see his all iron buildings are pretty massive. Basically at this moment he has double iron set up. Might need one more iron smith in a couple minutes, but that's beside the point. So it actually might be that he'll have about okay, 30 swordmen might be a bit tricky. But then you can see his ladder is really late. But I'm guessing that Harry will take care of that. That's no problem. And obviously I don't see any horses on the right side so far. So let's take a look at KaM's base where we can actually find some. It's about the level of trash, no, a bit worse iron, but definitely way better leather. Still he needs a lot of wooden weapons. Damn it, sorry for all the yawning, really have a problem on streams always to concentrate. I didn't want to go there yet, but okay, this is some unusual solutions, but if it works, why not? Anyway, Golem needs a bit more weapons if he wants to have nice. These two guys sometimes. Well, what can I see? What can I say? But before we go to the Imba City, let's take a last look at golems before we go. Actually, perhaps because it's 4 minutes till peacetime, I'm gonna select the barracks for later. Okay, so going back to Golem's base and looking at the time at the same time. 8 farms. Pretty much really nicely designed base. So I'm a bit surprised that it doesn't have enough troops on peacetime. Definitely iron is really hard on this log. But I expected a bit more wooden weapons for sure. It is a tricky log though, so I think he also went for a bit more spam over peacetime army, so all in all it seems to be looking that if the left side leaves too much time to the right, then it's going to suffer in a couple minutes. Speaking of that, whoa, just look at that. This is a pretty nice army for such a challenging lock. 11 farms, just beautiful. Look, this looks like a really nicely planned city. You can see it looks a bit like golems. It has the same grace, but somehow it works way better. And I mean, just look at this separation of the farms here. This is beautiful. Like, you can't separate them all. It's like a textbook great base in this game. Obviously, this lock is slightly easier now with this extra quality here, but I guess that might be it a bit. Now this location is quite monstrous one. You can see 50 leather without even breaking a sweat. This is pretty nice. Exactly, I agree with him. Demon Blood might win. Okay, we'll see. So 1 minute. So let's go really quickly. So starting with Insane Barracks of Black Pearl versus Dima. Pretty much the same here. Whoa, even better horses but slightly worse wooden weapons. Golem lacking a bit. Bullet, pretty nice army as well. Trash, no horses and pretty bad leather. Iron is okay. Ah, sorry, not this. General Star. Yeah, it's okay. Oh wait, no iron. No wait, sorry, I'm stupid. Okay, it's fine base. Harry, 82, but not enough bows. And oh, that was a pretty nice army from Skelly, but I was a bit too slow. Sorry about that. I think Skelly had. If I looked correctly, he might have even had something pretty close to what the best guys here had. Let me try to take a sneak peek at YouTube. Maybe I'll be able to see something it. Pretty. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Because you can go back. Bullet, trash. Bullets, almost there. General Star, and I clicked on. I was supposed to click on not Harry, and then Skelly. It was so fast I didn't even. Come on. It will take a while. There we go. So it seems like Skelly has. Okay, it's okay, but it's not as huge as I thought. It's 32 leather weapons and jackets, let's say, and the same amount of the iron armors, but not really. Sorry, he has 37 leather units, and with 32 armors, he only has 11, 22. He only has 22 iron weapons. He has 7 horses. It's a kind of bit of everything, bit of nothing army style, army type. His leather is not bad, but for such a location, I think he should go a bit better with it. Looking at Harry and Black Pearl, he should be able to go for about 50 leather on such a lock. At least try to do this. But still, right now I think what the progress said might be true. If Demand Bullet attack fast, it might work for them on the bottom. But it's not because their team has more troops. I think the troop amounts may actually be balanced. Maybe the left side would have slightly more. Yeah, definitely. Okay, they have more units, but I don't think the difference is that big. Definitely Dima and Blackie have exactly same armies. But then it's hard to compare Bullet and Harry because Harry has about 100 troops, but sorry, he doesn't because he's lacking the balls. Bullet has pretty much everything and a really nice army. Still, if Harry can defend with trash on the top, then which will be hard, but can be done. I think they will also need Golem there. And maybe Blackpool can try to defend against two players on the top. I think it's definitely something he can do. So the chance for the left side is to attack the bottom, and the chance for the right side is to try to have more players than the left side on the bottom. And if that doesn't work, then probably try and kill the top players. I hope the sarcasm is not lost, because this also wasn't really written in a good way. Anyway, we're almost out of buttocks, so let's see what happens. So, the usual course of action always on this log was to either rush through the bridge or make a lot of towers and leave a couple units in case you get rushed yourself. But with this entrance over here, I'm pretty sure everyone will go towards the middle. I don't also understand why Harry is moving here. So that'd be interesting. Sure. But yeah, it kind of looks like they might be going. Oh wait, no. Bully seems to be going to the middle, while Golem's still scouting. Yeah. Skelly and General Star still getting the troops out. Bullet is here with Dima. Well, Harry better go real fast, and I really understand why he's not even trying to make these troops here. Come on. It already looks like massive GG for the trash. He can do nothing. And they see it. Look. Oh, come on. Yeah. I don't know, unless Harry had some problems which prevented him from going out of barracks, then this should be considered a win. Because you could see what would happen there. What the hell was that? Uh, okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now Trash won't make the same mistake again. Perhaps Harry can get a bit faster, because right now they have to wait for. I mean, they have to count on Bullets and Dima's mercy. In the meantime, on the top, yeah. Hello, Sovi. Ah, I always have a good time when streaming, unless someone's lagging. Ah. Oh, just like I imagine, not much activity on Facebook. Oh, but I'll probably still stream there for some time. Perhaps it gets caught on, and we'll get some new viewers there. It's always worth it. Okay, seems like now we go to lobby because Golem lost his internet connection. So and hello to Blink. But what strikes me is that I have only one viewer on Twitch. Is there some kind of problem there? Or I'm just unpopular? Well, it happens. It's not the best time for streaming KaM, that's for sure, because the weather is getting nicer these days, but still. But yeah, this game is pretty eventful, I gotta say. Mm. Okay, guys, do you have any wishes? Well, we're still waiting for the fight to happen. Do you guys have any wishes? What I can do after this game? Some map making, or perhaps I should start playing a campaign or something. Cause I think I'd rather do something more creative right now. Because if I stream one more game, I'm gonna be a bit sleepy, yawning all the time. Yeah. So if you guys have any ideas, I can do this. Like I said, last time I made a map in 2 hours. It was 1v1 map, but still. Oh, Bala is here, but I'm not sure if we're waiting for someone. They're not sure either. But, well, Golem wasn't on TeamSpeak, so I have no idea if he's even here. So he might need a replacement or might not. We will see. Okay. Okay, Blink suggests me to stream a league game, which will make me fall asleep for sure. Or stream his game in Rocket League. That would be way better idea probably, but this channel is kinda KaM focused. Well, maybe I could stream some other RTS games, but Rocket League is hardly RTS. Is there even spectator support in Rocket League? But there has to be. It's a pretty big game. Come on. So I shouldn't even ask. Okay, there we go. Seems like Baratheon took his place. Yep. So let's see what happens. Pretty uneventful and kind of eventful at the same time. This game is. And Harry finally gets his troops out. You can see he has such a massive amount of swine farms that he's completely unable to catch up with his amount of lead jackets. He needs about 30 more wooden weapons. So probably needs a bit more. Hold on for a second. Serfs? 100 serfs. But still seems to be a bit of a problem to produce enough wooden weapons. And it's a real shame we don't have the live statistics from beta here, because I'm really curious how his wooden weapon production is going and how his wood production is going as well. But anyway, we can see. Let's see how. Okay, this is the max zoom. Okay. It's not lagging too much. So we'll stay like this probably. So it seems like on the top, Blackwell has a pretty bad position. He's trying to change it. I mean, they're trying to attack probably, but I don't think the left side guys are gonna do anything about it, but I think if they don't counterattack right now, it's going to be pretty hard in a couple minutes. So yeah, Skelly is trying to move in. It might already be a bit too late. I don't know how much they see, but they see enough. They should see that Barra made a mistake and attack him, but they're way too far away to do this, so it's probably not gonna work. And on the at the bottom, we can see the LTs defending here. Really curious how much time they will wait, but I don't know if the gamble that Hardy took was really worth it. He's got a lot of bows, but when it comes to the infantry, he's gonna have a lot of problems, I guess. Anyway, it seems like it seems that Bala and Blackie went to the right, and they're probably gonna try to help their teammates on the bottom. This might be a good decision, although they're most likely gonna get attacked here. Oh, look at that! This is perfect. They should catch them. Maybe not anymore, perhaps. But definitely. Okay, there's gonna be a fight pretty soon. I'm pretty sure of it. This it looks like that. Harry's making a bit of mistakes with his bowman, I think. I don't know. He's got a lot, but he's gonna lose a lot as well. Nothing happening here yet, just a little shootout on the top as well. Trash is kind of dancing with his swordman, and now he catches the knights. So we've got a fight. I think it's pretty bad for Trash. Just look at how Bullet is attacking from every side, but okay, it doesn't look too bad now actually, because there's a mountain here, and actually Trash is getting an advantage on the right side. So it looks pretty good. Dima is trying to get in here. He didn't catch still with most of his troops, and he's also going back with his bowman. I have no idea what he's doing. Probably a misclick, I don't know. He should have started shooting a long time ago. Still, it looks like they had enough to break through Hades and Trash's army here. So they're probably gonna... Wait a second, there's still some troops here. They're also sending builders. But there's a small chance it's gonna work, and Harry's gonna lose these troops as well, probably because he will need to move back with them, and yeah, it's not gonna work. But now Bullet is going to help to the top, on the top. I think the time when they could attack the left side on the top has passed, so now they're gonna try to defend here, which is gonna be tricky. The bottom guys from the right side team only have bowmen left, and it doesn't seem like the best unit for defense. But you can see that there's that the right side is gaining an advantage on the top here. Bada is probably gonna win, not by much, but he will. And it looks pretty good for Black Pearl. Yeah, he'll most likely win here, although he will not have a lot of troops left. And now it seems like Bana will have to go back a bit. And Kade with Trash are in a really tough spot. I don't think there's much they can do. Dima decimated their armies here. Yeah. Black is still going for it, but I don't think he has enough army with Bada here, maybe. I mean, they have enough for this, but then there's the army from the bottom. Harry's kind of trying to push this out, but it's not really possible, and Trash is already having troops of the enemy in his base and no army almost, so this looks pretty bad. You can see that the left side is getting a few reinforcements as well, and the top right doesn't have melee here anymore. Only a couple swordsmen really far away. Yeah, it looks like GG to me on every side, on every front. So Hadden gamble didn't pay off. He tried to make a huge monster base, but seems like he couldn't catch up with especially his wooden weapon production. It's slightly caught up, I think, but he still needs like 27 weapons, so there's really a lot of weapons that he needs to take advantage of his massive army that he could produce. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good game. Let's say so, although I don't agree with it. You can see that the left side didn't really stop. They just destroyed the right side army, and that's it. It's a game to be forgotten. You can see that both LTs had massive amount of tree trunks, so yeah, it's pretty interesting that. But you can see Harry is still leading in most of the wooden weapon charts. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the first part. Now, what to do for the next hour? To be honest, I would love to play some fight map or something like this, or see someone else playing it. Something like Knights Evolve, perhaps, or some kind of like my map I made with Dixopcan back in the day called The Conquest. Never really got popular. I think it's a shame, but maybe I'm not too objective here. Okay, map making or campaign? Where do we go? Oh. I'll just quickly take a look if there's a lobby on the beta. Perhaps there's a bigger game there somehow. There's only one guy lobby. Okay, so maybe let's you don't see anything now probably, but hold on. Let's take why can't I see anything? Okay, now I see. Interesting. Still can't see anything. Okay, I'm stupid. There we go. So let's play a campaign. This is the latest beta version, Knights Merchants, and I'm gonna play TSK. Because why not? Let's see how many missions I can beat in about an hour, let's say.
The traitor's henchmen have succeeded in breaching our defenses. The fortress has fallen, and shouldst thou not drive out the scoundrels, the kingdom shall be lost, and the throne robber shall triumph. To thy weapons!
The voiceover isn't that bad in English, but I gotta say that the Polish one was the best. Let's go normal, because I don't really need to pretend like I know how to play. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so we've got these two armies who can storm, and this one. Not sure if I wanted to catch this. Okay, I definitely want to try to... actually, who needs the tower? I'm gonna try and help these guys. Maybe I can still save the tower. Okay. Well, this army seems to be winning somehow. Oh crap! Can you imagine that I'm actually losing this game? Whoa! Didn't expect this to happen. But why? Well, it might be that this mission is severely imbalanced. Yeah, I have no idea what happens here. Um, okay. Let's try again. Okay, let's try to surround them a bit. Maybe I'll just take a better position here. Ah, there we go. The bottom should definitely win here. And the top I will probably have to help. In the meantime, let's try to build something. What do I need the most? Probably the farm, but might be a bit tricky right now. Actually, I have quite some food, so maybe I don't need it right away. Okay, let's just make this. In the meantime, I still don't have enough troops to win this shit. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm not looking too great in this mission. But something must have been changed in the skill level needed, because it was really easy for me to go through the first couple missions in TSK recently on R6720. Okay, I have no chance to win this. Definitely. Okay, let's try again. Restart mission. Okay, there we go. They surround me like shit here. Okay, whatever. Oh, but somehow this time the random gods were more. Okay, let's try to help them here a bit. Because if this army wins, then I guess I'm gonna do way better. Huh, can you imagine? Now it's like imba easy. I have no idea what happened. Like, look at the amount of army I get. I don't get a tower, but I don't really need it, you know? I still have 8 troops left here. Not sure what I did wrong before. Okay, anyway, this is probably the time to train more. Yeah, so like this. Let's make this one as well. Okay, new militia units, right. I can do this. Whoa, there's quite many troops left, to be honest. Okay, it seems to me like a second school might be a good idea as well. How many do I have? 3. Okay, let's go for more laborers, because otherwise it's gonna be pretty tough. This guy is here actually, okay. So I'm just gonna use this one. I have quite some... okay, this can work. I still need this and this. Okay, they keep wasting time on some crap here. I don't need the food so early, so perhaps I'll just go for... do I need a farm? Not really either. I think by the time the farm is needed, I might actually win this, so probably not worth it. let's do it like here. But we're gonna wait until the next buildings. Perhaps cheat a bit because it's taking too long. And go for this. Let them build it.
At your command. Let's go. Naturally. Let's go. Move. Naturally. Forward. Forward.
Okay. Gonna make another. This watchtower, this mill. Okay, I don't need it. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm just gonna go a bit different here. The woodcutters at the same crap at the same time. I was supposed to do this first. Okay, let's send a couple of them here. These are some pretty terrible roads. Anyway, I've got 9, 12, 13, 11. Okay. Can I make one more? Like here. Okay, can be worth it. So like this. Like this. Can't make a shortcut here. This location, this barracks is really bad. Okay, so let's change the... There's nothing to change here. Was the start changed somehow? Never lost the first battle back when I was 10. Lol. Yeah, I mean, I think it was changed recently, but then you could see that the third one was like really easy, and the first ones were like really hard. I think there was something strange happening on with the randomness, you know. Okay, so we need one more probably. This one is getting built, so let's make one more woodcutter. I don't know if this is the right place, but so like this and then like this, okay. Should be fine. Wonder if I'm gonna... Definitely won't need anything more here. Okay, I gotta make this though. Really hate this road here. No idea what they're doing right now. Come on. I'm tempted to destroy the storehouse, but that would be G. Okay, who needs this anyway? Okay, so I'll probably start training the troops in 5 minutes or so. Still want a bit more militia to do this. Somehow, seems like I'm really slow with my base. But a bit of a problem is probably the fact that they are taking a lot of time to get the stone out of here, so... okay, they're bringing it here, let's go there. I don't need many more serfs, I think. Let's go with laborers. Try to make a multiplayer style base here. Now I can make this building, which is basically free food for me, although I'm never even gonna use it. I'm gonna win way before that, right? Now I could make a couple extra. I think the time comes when I will probably want to stop making anything except recruits. Yeah, this is the time. So let's try to... okay, these ones will start working soon. There's not a lot of wood I have. Didn't think about that. But it should start working soon. Okay, I think at this point the only thing I should do is speed up. And right now I can add some carpenters. 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be about right. And this side I'll add 2 more. Okay, perhaps I'm gonna try another road on the right side, left side, so they have a bit less movement. But you can see that I already have way too many serfs for this. Okay, so let's try and make 2 more. How many do I have? 3. So I need 1 more. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Okay, whatever. Well, at this moment I should probably repair the buildings, because they're gonna be bold anyway. Why are they... oh yes, I need a couple more. Hello. We watched multiplayer game first. It was pretty bad actually, and now I just started TSK and I'm trying to play through a few campaign missions. So that's the plan for today. So far the AI defeated me twice before I started this mission, which was surprising to everyone here, including me, I guess. I kind of wanted to show some second remake game, but after the first one, I'm not really sure I want to do this. Although there's a lobby here, so perhaps I could join there. Can you guys see this? No, that's good. Okay. Okay, we'll actually show a multiplayer game soon, because I'm in a lobby, and until they start, I'll try to win this. So yeah, let's make more recruits, getting more and more stuff, and I probably should start producing this. I've got only 3 workshops, 3 sawmills. Let's do 1 more here and go like this. I think it could be a good moment to... Okay, I'll save the game because I'm not sure what will happen in a couple of minutes. I'll just add two card panthers, go 100 speed, or maybe X30 speed, because really don't want to wait for this. Still not getting any food removed.
I'm
Oh.
listening. Yes? Okay, men. Fall out. Yes?
But I think it might be a good idea to feed my X-Fighters. About the militia, I'm not too sure.
Move.
But this probably means we can get out our first troops. Okay. So, no idea why there's no guy here, but... because he went there, okay. So we can try to make one more building here. And we're pretty much all set. So let's speed this up a bit. And in the meantime, I should probably
At your command. Time
feed
for
these
challenge.
guys.
Ready? Move.
And okay, this will be our loot unit.
Your command. Forward. Your command. Your command.
We're just gonna kill this militia.
Naturally. At your command. Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Your command? Let's go!
Ready? Let's go.
Yes? Follow
Your
me!
Majesty.
Do it like this.
Yes? Move! Ready! Forward! Move! March! Yes?
I'm listening. Move.
Yes? Move! Move!
Yes? On the way.
What is happening there?
Fire at will! At will!
Okay, so
With pleasure.
I'm trying to fight, but it doesn't seem like my militia will have a worthy opponent here. So let's go and rule someone else already.
Ready!
To make it a bit more interesting, I'm just gonna stand with my army here.
March. Your command. Let's go. Move.
Yes? Forward! With pleasure! Ready! Forward! Gladly!
Ready? Naturally.
At your service! Follow me! Follow me!
I'm listening.
Okay, I think I should just go all in, because this is too easy.
At your service.
I'm not sure I need any more units from the barracks actually, but I'm just gonna make them anyway. Whoa, this army is so easy. Okay. In that case, I probably don't need anything else.
Your command. March. Yes. Let's go. March. Yes. At your command. Your command.
Should have attacked right away when I had
March.
the bowman.
Let's go. Move.
Your command?
Okay, not like this definitely.
Move!
Your command.
Your command? March!
Ready? Naturally.
Ready! March!
Ready?
Okay, this is an interesting fight.
Follow me!
I'm listening.
Ready!
Ready? Move. Ready? Let's go. Your command. March. Follow me. Follow me. Your Majesty.
Oh, there's a lot of units here. Maybe they'll die at least.
Your Majesty. March.
Okay, at least the hungry troops are dead, finally. Okay, I'm actually not doing so well here, somehow. Ah, because I can't allow these guys to come here. Ah, okay. It wasn't a hard... It wasn't a hard one for sure.
At your command. Forward. March. Follow me. Forward.
Yes, follow me!
Your Majesty.
Something happened in my base. Doesn't seem to be producing anything. What the hell is happening here? It's like the woodcutters are not working properly at all. Perhaps they're just waiting. I mean, maybe there wasn't just not enough
Being attacked.
trees for what I wanted to do.
Forward.
How's the other lobby? They're still trying to set the settings, so we still have time to finish this off.
The enemy. March.
The multiplayer game, we've got Dima, Mitela, Skeletor, Bara, Bullet, Dan, To, and Sokol. So pretty much top TeamSpeak players. Going back to the right. Let's kill this base off with dignity.
Ready. I'm listening.
Maybe without dignity. Let's just use a couple units to finish this off.
With pleasure.
Let's try to shoot our own militia as well. Maybe.
Naturally. Forward. And.
Well,
Yes, sir.
okay. Let's do this properly.
Forward. Your Majesty. Move.
Damn it! I can't produce anything here. This is really outrageous. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the
Your Majesty.
uh
Form up. Let's go.
wait for the sawmills to start working because I really wanted to produce something more. Actually, I'm gonna kill off my builders as well.
Your command. Naturally.
At your service.
Okay, this guy is kind of dead, right?
I'm listening. Naturally.
Well, 35 serves. Okay, now it seems like I'm able to. Okay, let's make a bakery because it's kind of needed now. Let's make more militia and finish them off.
I'm listening. On the way.
This guy is dead. Oh wait, this guy is left.
Command, move!
Your Majesty. March.
I don't think I even need more troops to do this. Probably not. This is a small army. Not even needed anything else. Yeah, let's destroy this and this.
Naturally.
What? Ah, there's still some troops here, if I remember correctly. Okay. Let's take a look. Which house is not occupied? Oh, that's bullshit. I just made that guy.
Your Majesty. March.
Ready! Let's go!
Okay.
Follow me!
Ready. March. Fall
Your
in.
Majesty.
Form up. Naturally. Yes.
Your command? Group up! Form up! Form up! Forward!
Ready. Charge. Let's go.
Ready! Move! March!
Ready.
Such a huge army.
With pleasure.
Okay, victory.
Thy victory hath given us hope, but the time for revelry is not yet upon us. The enemy hath retreated in defeat to a village nigh to thy location, whereat they form anew. The prince shall soon once more force battle upon us, as his rogue forces by far outnumber thy strong.
Okay, whatever. Let's just save this. And quit. And yeah, we're in the multiplayer game already. Oh, sorry, didn't answer the question about Town Hall. You can only build Town Hall, you can build the Siege Engine Workshop too. In the beta, there's Town Hall, but Siege Engine Workshop is not available yet. Perhaps in a couple years. It will take a lot of time for sure. This might be helpful. Thank you, Dixutkan. Full, yeah, defense range. I mean, I've also found they're gonna destroy the builders there. Anyway, we've got another game coming up here. As you can see, they already started playing. Actually, might take a little break, you know. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so so we've got we're playing on a map called Rebound 8P, yeah. This map is pretty good for spamming, I guess. So I'm expecting players like Bullet to have really nice bases here with a lot of iron troops. The biggest problem here is getting enough food. Because you really have to make a good food production. You don't have a lot of food in the storehouse, so it can be a bit tricky. Now we've got To, also known as True, under one of his so-called fake names, if I can actually call this a fake name. There's no telling what he will do, but for now the planning of the base seems pretty nice, so we'll wait and see what happens. They're playing with Dima, the master of big bases. We'll see what he can make in this game. And Bara on the bottom. So makes pretty much Easter team 1 with 3 stars and tall. On the right side we've got Sokol, one of the best league players, known as a nasty camper. But a really good player. Would also have a pretty nice army. With Mitrelas, who whose life mission is probably to be inside every single Knights Merchants clan that was ever made. So far he's been at least at 3 or 4, I think. But whatever. Well, can't say much about the build yet, because it's pretty early. Let's move over to Skelly, who we also saw in the previous game, just like Dima and Bullet, and kind of Bara. So we see him return on this location here. It's a really nice one for spamming. You can see there's a lot of space here, which leaves us with Danny on location 8, if I remember the number correctly. It's not the favorite location of anyone out here, I guess, but I think it's changed a bit. I'm not sure. It's doable. You can play here, but it's not too easy. Come on, Steam is trash. Yeah, you should, Zuna, you should definitely play KaM Remake. This is what we're playing, Knights and Merchants Remake. It's available to download on KamRemake.com. It's a mod which makes it possible to zoom out, have normal resolution, and there's loads of new stuff, new maps, new game modes, special maps with scripts, you name it. And well, obviously you can play multiplayer just like you can see here. But yeah, come on, Steam is trash. I wonder why they never added the remake there. There should be an option for this, because the original game is pretty much useless without the remake. You can play it, but it's you know, it just doesn't work too well in these times like we expect the games to work, and the remake is pretty much perfect about it. So really understand why the makers of the original game wouldn't reach out to the remake team. I'm pretty sure that there would be no problem to include this, or maybe do this as a mod. Actually, does anyone know anything about procedure for adding mods on Steam? I mean, hold for a second. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a way to add fun modifications on Steam somehow. But I never pursued this. Maybe we should try to do something like this for Knights Merchants Remake to raise the popularity of both the original game and the modded game. Could be nice. Mm. I apologize if I won't talk too much. To be honest, I'm a bit tired, but I still want to show this second game because I don't think 1 hour streams are a good thing. Well, actually, it's almost 2 hours already. But yeah, I wanted to show 2 games. So even if I'm tired, I will do this for the good of everyone that's watching. But you guys really should use the chat, and then because then at least I'll have something to talk about. Because these first minutes of the game are a bit silent always. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to know about something related to Knights Merchants, just don't ask about double roads. I will not answer any questions about double roads. Unless they are serious, but there are a couple guys who like to ask about this double roads, so I just wanted to say that in advance. Seems like Dan wants to make a lot of farms here. I'm wondering if he's gonna keep this woodcutters here. Probably, if I were himself, I'd try to cut down, make some plants, and then maybe plant again, but I don't know. Looks like his plan so far, kind of. Maybe, I mean, might plant initially, but he will really need that space later on, somewhere here. So we'll see, maybe he'll use this. Maybe he'll just make a really small base, but then doesn't seem like that to me. I think he's gonna make quite some buildings here. It's hard for me to read this. Let me open YouTube maybe. I hope I can see the comments there. I can. Stream last week, make my first multiplayer map last week. Wanna take a look later? Yeah. I mean, I can give you lots of feedback, but you need to answer me the question first. Do you want this to be shown to everyone on the stream? But please remember that I'm really sincere in my feedbacks, and usually when someone makes the first map, it's really bad. So if it's bad, you will hear it's bad, and it will probably be bad. So if you prefer to just get some feedback on Discord later on or something, then just that's also possible. But if you don't mind, it would be nice, because showing what's wrong with the map to everyone on the stream might be beneficial to the others as well. So that's your decision, I guess. Seems like Skelly lost connection. Doesn't seem like the first time. Okay, so we want to see it on stream. Like you upload the map in lobby and then I show it, right? Is that okay? Actually, that could be a pretty nice idea for a stream, but we would have to gather a lot of people with such maps. But yeah, it's probably also a nice idea to do this from time to time when someone asks for it. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so we can do this after this game, I guess. Just remind to me about it, please, in case I forget. Actually, I hope I will be able to return to this ad hoc map making one day. I've been thinking maybe I should take that that sandstorm map, which is 1v1, and try to make it 2v2 in 2 hours. I think that's doable. And then next time expanded 3v3, 4v4, we can go all the way up to 6v6 and we can try to see what happens. It might be a bit funny result because at some point we'll probably lack space for next locations or something, but we'll see what happens. I'll take a really quick look at my at that map actually at Sandstorm. If I can still find it, Sandstone. What's the size here? So the size of that map was 174, which is fine, on 69. So 70 for one location, which gives us 256, the maximum size. So dividing 25 by 7, it is more like 21 by 7, which gives us 3. That's not a lot. We could get 4 because there was some spare space on the map, but that's about it, I guess. So I need to do something a bit different if I want to have more than 4 players on that map. Yeah, that's the problem with the KaM maps, because we can't actually see the other game. So let's do this and this. Yeah, because we're still waiting for the beta. Sorry, for the game. So this is the map I did in 2 hours last time. Obviously, I copy pasted the left location onto the right side. But I was checking now if it would be easy to make it into 6 versus 6 maps map eventually. But problem is, you can see that there's a lot of space occupied by the location. It's about let me see. This is needed definitely. Let's say about 60 tiles of height. So if I wanted to add more locations below this, I can have like 60 times 4, 240, and that's already almost 256, which is the max height of the map. So it seems like with a map like this, I can make only 4 locations below each other at most. And that's a big problem, because if you want to make a 6 versus 6 map, it would be probably easiest to make it left versus right, and it's really impossible this way. So I'm guessing in that case we would have to expand the map towards the left or the right if we wanted to have additional locations. Sorry. Just waiting for them. Yeah. I'm not sure if we can finish that game, so maybe we'll finish early or something. I don't know. But Egbert, maybe you can upload the game, I mean the map on the beta. I just need to get rid of this if you have time now, because we're still waiting for this lobby. Mm. crap. Hold on for a second. I'm getting lost here. Oh, come on, why doesn't it work? Hold on for a second. Oh, why doesn't it work? Ah, we've got to replace, by the way. I would download the map still, but we'll probably take a look at it later because the game started again, but I'm already on my way. Okay, there we go. Oops, what am I doing? What is this? Okay, I was supposed to delete this. Okay, so going back to Starfall. Okay. Yeah, there will be a lot of feedback for sure. I can already see from the map, but thank you. I will show it later. And going back to the game happening here. Oh, pretty compact base from Thor. Seems like full base a bit so far, but we'll see what happens later. Kinda short on stone, but that doesn't make sense because he has enough of stone in storehouse and everywhere. Oh. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Ah, it's hard to replace. Okay, I got lost a bit along the way. Oh. The gold was a joke, obviously, but it's not like he had a lot of it. Oh, seems like Danny is cutting only on the left here. Not sure that makes a lot of sense because this one will make a lot of new trees anyway, but I guess it's all about timing it right, making some drafts to not let this guy plant too many trees here. So this might work well, but we'll see. No. Be a bit of a silent stream, like I said. How much? What were you asking about? Because I lost the context. Sorry. Looking now at top again. Rushing to get his bread production up. Couple more farms. You see, these farms are really interesting, to say the least. I think he always does them like this. The upside is that it really helps your base, you road work a bit. I mean, if you don't plan to do any buildings on the right side like this, there's not too many of them, so I mean, okay, I can see why he's doing this, but I'm not sure if I am able to explain it. It's not the most efficient way of making the farms for sure, but I think I can see the idea behind it, to just cut off the right side of the city and just keep building on the left. But I don't know if this really works so well. It doesn't. I mean, you know, when I look at this, I don't feel too well. But if it works. Let's take a look at the other side now. We've seen Danny. Let's take a look at Vigelas. Nice road work. A lot of roads already here. Probably the best way to make your bases is like you see here in Vigelas' base. At least theoretically. You make the farms here, you make all the woodcutters on the left, and the rest of the city goes to the right. Something like this always should work pretty good. So your serfs have as many buildings in one spot as possible. So they keep walking in one space for most of the time. We have Sokol, or Sokol, as the foreigners would say. Or shall I say non-Polish people. Got about 30 minutes left. This location is a bit tricky. The island is a bit further away compared to all the other locations on this map. And it's a pretty ridiculous placement of this coal field, so you kind of have to start making the coal right away here near storehouse, so kind of screws up your planning a bit. Second got Harry, who took over Skeletor's base, and now he tries to salvage it. I mean, I don't think it was a rage quit, but Skeletor simply had a connection problem, so Here we see Danny. Right back. Sorry for the interruption. Let's switch over to Bara's base. I wonder if I could change the scroll a bit so it's somewhat opaque, so we can see what happens under it. I could remove it for sure, but probably can be a bit tricky to make the text still be readable. So that probably would require a change in game, which is something I can't really do here. Seems like an okay build so far. Maybe needs okay, the farms should be alright as well. The food is tricky, but it always is on this map. Should not be too bad, although he probably needs a bit better food production. Let's take a look at this huge base that Lima will probably be having here. 8 farms. 2 pig farms so far. And just look at this inn. Wow. He still has some wine, interesting. He probably had a really good sausage production and or maybe early meal as well. He definitely went all in for the farms, but this is Dima, so we should not be surprised. In the meantime, Thor also struggling a bit with the food. Only 6 farms here so far. You can see there's a lot of farm fields here. It kinda makes sense to build like this because you can see the buildings are all in the same spot, but I still don't like this way of building farms. Just can't get used to it, you know. Bullet's base as compact as possible. This looks really lovely. Whoa, there's really a lot of unused iron ore here. I wonder how that happened. He probably made maybe even all 3 of these at the same time, and then went for the farms, gathering the iron ore in storehouse. He will probably try to expand his food production further, although it doesn't seem too easy at the moment. Right now it looks pretty bad in his base. He's still focusing on the weapons first, it seems, and maybe then he will care a bit more about the food, or perhaps 7 farms only. It's barely enough for these buildings here. Maybe he could make 1 more meal. This could be a nice idea actually. Although I have a feeling that he's gonna make a further swine farm, but I don't know. He can make 1 more building probably. Go second iron smithy. Interesting way to build. Still 20 minutes left. But these guys already have something to work on, so it's not looking as bad as it seemed. I need to take a look at how Bullet builds one day, because I think there's some unique things happening here and there. Could be really interesting to try and crack the secret of his bases. As you can see, he's using a couple of imaginative solutions to the problems. There's a lot of movement here, but probably will die down after the buildings get built. Yeah, you can see the iron ore going down a bit with this new iron smithy. Probably need 1 more, but even more desperately, I think he will need to make 2 weapon smithies soon. Well, he has 3 armor smithies. It seems to me like he's gonna switch to pikes after peacetime, like this. Because you can see these buildings have a higher production, and this one has only 10 armors and 10 shields to be produced, so it's probably waiting to get switched to armor only, which will most likely mean that he's gonna make some pikes. Anyway, how about Miteras? Let's take a look at his base. Hold on for a second, because think it's a bit cold here. So maybe the solution to this problem is to make the other room colder. So, yeah. At least I'll have some fresh air here. Anyway, oh, looks cool. Seems like a similar plot is here in place. Probably gonna make 20 of armors and shields each, and then switch these to ammo only for this while. Maybe make 20 pikes. That's what I expect. That's what might happen. Danny. I don't know why he's blocking this. This seems like a mistake, but yeah, I have no idea why he's doing this. No idea at all. Perhaps he tries to unload a traffic jam. Was trying to micro this when his barracks were built quite late. Although I gotta say that this is a pretty strange roadwork for barracks to be in such a strange place. So, but yeah, he's working on it. I can see it. You can see he's microing his builders. Maybe not. I thought he's gonna go and make that road, but never mind. 40 minutes left before peacetime. Yeah, looking at all these bases, they really look a lot like each other. Some small differences here and there. You can see Harry went for a 7 farm base. Interesting. The iron looks pretty cool as well. But does he expect to survive with 7 farms? But the swine farms seem to be producing something. It seems his butcher is quite good, but I have a feeling that it's not gonna be enough in the longer term. And he's trying to make stables now. Okay, this is interesting. Not sure how that's gonna work, but whatever. Extra January. If he doesn't die out of hunger. Oh wait, but he has a meal. I completely skipped that one. Okay, now it makes sense. Was a bit difficult for me to understand how hard it will go without a meal here. So yeah, Dima, 9 farms. Not too bad for this lock, I guess, because it doesn't make sense to make many more, because on this map you have to care about food a bit. So sometimes you can make a bit less other buildings, and you don't need more than 9 farms. That's for sure, even in Dima's base. But I gotta say that at least right now, I really love the way the buildings look like here. You can see the distances are the shortest they can get. So, by the way, I wonder if someone will ever have this idea to move the buildings a bit. When there's an entrance to the building here and here, the building goes inside here. So the entrances are like on the intersections. I'm not sure if this would be better. I need to think about it, but I think could be worth trying. Maybe this could reduce the distance even more, but I don't know if that would be a good or bad thing to try. But this is probably not something to be done easily. But whatever. Let's take a look at Toad's base. Massive trap jam. and I'm not even sure why. Ah, okay, these buildings. There's also some food problems. That's impossible. He should have enough. With 2 meals and bakeries and a butcher. I don't know what's happening here, but seems like they're not even bringing these breads fast enough. So maybe a problem with serfs getting locked up here, causing this little slowdown. But otherwise, his food production doesn't seem that bad. Should be fine. 9 farms as well, although built in a pretty strange way, gotta say. What else? Expanding a bit here with the wooden weapon makers. He doesn't have any yet. That's bad. There's still 10 minutes. It's probably possible to make about 30 without much effort, but wouldn't count for more. The iron could be slightly... No, wait, the iron's pretty good actually. The iron is pretty good. Let's try to compare iron with different players. Oh, well, never compare with bullet, otherwise you always lose. Oh, but Dima not too bad either. He only needs the weapons. There's still 10 minutes. Yeah, this is a pretty much iron focused map, so it's not a surprise. But also not too bad. Somewhere near the level of Thor. Yeah, except that Thor already has... okay, the difference is not too big. On the right side, we've got Sokol with, yeah, shitloads of iron. This is pretty good. Mitrelas, slightly worse because he doesn't have the assaults, but not too bad. Then we have Harry with pretty good iron as well. And Danny somewhere near level of Mitrelas as well, as you can see here. Taking a look at the ladder production, it's well the same. Although Sokol has really good one, but he has really late stables, and that explains why. When we look at Bullet, not too bad ladder as well. But with a couple horses, so a bit better than Sokol, that's for sure. Thor, nothing special yet. There's still some time. Not too bad for Dima. Pretty nice, 33 jackets. And Bara overproducing the weapons, but this is actually a good thing. I think he can catch up with... I mean, it's harder to catch up with weapons than with the jackets, so... but on the other hand, he doesn't have anything to produce the jackets from. There's not a lot of this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... I can't count, but he should probably have about 30 right now, if he produced everything from the buildings right now. At least. On the right side, I've already looked. Okay, so let's just focus on Sokol's base, for example. Hood? What do you mean? Hood. Let's switch to Baratheon base. The left side is not the same as in the game. Sorry. Yeah, I've got a theme for the Knights Merchants World channel here. Just modified a couple graphics. I can send it to you later if you want to see how it's done. But hold on for a second. Be right back. Okay. Let's take a bit Dima now, because I stopped on his base. We're almost on peacetime. Maybe I actually should hotkey the barracks. Maybe I'll do it frontline style. Okay, so 2 minutes. So let's start with bullet. About 32. Whoa, does a lot of armors and shields, and not enough weapons for this. But this is not a big deal. Actually, in 2 minutes he can still catch up quite a bit with this. And about 30 with leather jackets and 6 horses. This is a pretty nice army, I'd say. Maybe disappointing for bullet, but on this location it's not disappointing at all. Especially the iron is pretty good. Slightly better than Harry right now, that's for sure. Sorry, Sokol. Definitely Sokol lacks a couple horses, for example. Yeah, a bit better leather, but the horses could be way better, for sure. I have to get a bit faster though, 1 minute left. So, Tow, 30, 25, 6. Nothing special, but it's alright, I guess. Mitrelas, about 30. On 30 troops, he doesn't have the pikes. 31, 42 troops and 5 horses. Dima, about 45 iron troops, maybe a bit less, and 33 bowmen only with 8 horses. With had a pretty nice army from Harry, a bit better than Dima, it seems. Also, pretty nice army from Bada. This is a, I'd say this is a surprise, but not too many recruits. And Danny also with a monster army. So the bottom of the game of the map is here really powerful in this game. So it'd be pretty interesting to see what happens there. And so on the top we had Bullet versus Sokol, which was not the big difference. Then we had Tow versus I think it was Mitrelas, and I think Mitrelas was a bit better there. Come on, it's not so easy to catch everything, especially when someone is halfway sleeping, as I am right now, so... yeah. So I can't really say who will win here. It seems pretty balanced, but the last game also seemed pretty balanced, and we all know how it ended up. So I'd rather not make too many predictions about how long this game will be, because I don't want to be disappointed later on. But still, I don't think we can beat the record from the previous game, which was the first game was like 1 hour, 1 minute, 16 seconds until the other team was like GG. That was pretty funny, but not the best game to watch, to be honest. I'm hoping for a bit better one here. So let's see what happens here. Let's look at the chats before we go. Nothing new. I probably need to set up some way to show the Facebook chat on the stream as well. Sorry that it's not working yet. I know it's possible. I know how to do it, but I didn't do it yet. I can see. Okay, there's not a lot of viewers on Facebook, but I think it's still worth it if it's not a big deal for me to do this. It's probably way easier for some people to do to watch it from their phones, for example, like this. To notice this stream, notice that we're showing Knights matches multiplayer here. Cause yes, this game is alive. If you guys played it in your childhood or in your childhood or whatever, and now you find out about it, then yes, we've got a multiplayer community. We are playing games. There's a remake, and which is a mod for this game with all the nice things like mod players, working multiplayer without any kind of hamachi crap. So lots of new maps, lots of new features, lots of fun. You can get new campaigns. So yeah, heavily recommended both single player and multiplayer people. Just download KaMRemake.com. To those that don't know our communities, you can also join kamts.eu or which is probably even better idea, the Discord channel, which is linked on the top left. This is the link. This is an invite to the official Knights and Merchants Remake channel, or rather server. So you can get the new testing versions of the remake there. This is the testing these are the testing versions where we have the town hall working, for example. So might be nice to check it out. You also have a lot of discussion about map making, about Knights Merchant in general. You can also see how the development is of the new version is going on. You can request some stuff to be added to the developers themselves. You can talk to them there. So if you want to dive deep into this Knights and Merchants thing, then Discord is the place to be. But right now the place to be is the battlefield, and let's take a look at how the teams scout. We can see Bullet moving on here with his forces, and Sokol is also trying to uncover, to scout. Tries to save his horses here, being a bit conservative. He's gonna try and scout this as well, though I'm not sure why, but whatever. Anyway, on the bottom, because I have a feeling this might be more interesting battlefield for for next couple minutes when all the troops come here. So let's take a look. Come on. Danny's sending a nice battle snake without formation. But nobody's trying to attack him just yet, so it's fine, of course. Hardy managed to not get caught with his horse here, although someone was caught. Either Harry or Mitrelas, perhaps. Or maybe Bullet. Anyway, Bullet is still scouting here. It seems like the left side doesn't see that much, but I think they see enough, probably. Now Thor is trying to scout, or whatever is he trying to do, because I don't really follow with this. Okay, these were the builds. Didn't get it. Okay, seems like Dima is killing off his soldiers first, and now something strange happening here. Okay, I thought these were the troops. Okay, never mind. But yeah, you can see that Bullet and Thor are moving towards the middle, and Sokol will have to follow, which probably means that Bullet at one point will go towards him. It does seem to me, and Bullet probably sees it, maybe not. No. But it does seem to me that Bullet has a way better army than Sokol here. You can, I mean, the horses make the difference probably. Actually, I'm not so sure anymore, because it also seems like Sokol has a bit more bows, so this may be a nice shootout for him. But it seems like Mitrelas is moving on towards the top to try and help here. I feel there's gonna be a battle pretty soon on both fronts. So I'm gonna... What was that? Okay, that was a text message, never mind. Anyway, I'm a bit afraid about the left side here, because Thor doesn't have nearly as much as Mitrelas, so there's gonna be a disadvantage here. Unless I'm... Yeah, definitely Mitrelas has more shooters, and that's the advantage. Although a bit less swordsmen, so maybe interesting. In the meantime, seems like Dima will attack Danny. Yeah, Harry was a bit too far away. Although perhaps this was only a lure, because it doesn't look too bad. Look at how Dan caught Dima. This is pretty nice. And now Harry will advance here. Whoa, okay. It looked like very bad for Dan, but quickly happened to be very good. Yeah, Dan destroyed his army, and in the meantime we also have a fight on the top where it's hard to say who will win, because Bullet had a better position, but now he got surrounded a bit, and in the meantime looks slightly worse for the right side than I thought it will, but it's still a massive defeat for the left. The left side will lose all the troops here probably. So let's take a look at the top. Here it looks like the right side will win. So it will be win on all the fronts most likely. Oh look, a Bullet using militia to get on both. That's something new. I mean it's cheap, so why not? Yeah, even I mean maybe Thor thought that this stone will happen a bit, but in fact, well, yeah, it seems like a very fast GG indeed. On both fronts, seems like the right side won massively. I'm not even sure why. I mean, did not seem like a huge advantage. Anyway, for me GG, because I can't take it anymore, and I'm supposed to show a map. But before that, that was no, I didn't want to look for it here because it's not beta. Before that, I want to see. What do I want to see? Probably post. I want to see the stats because I went away from that game. Anyway, you can see that. You can see that Sokol had a lot of kills there with Hari as well, and Mitrelas. Sokol Mitrelas had a really nice attack on the top, destroying Bullet from 2 sides. At first it looked very good for Bullet, but then Mitrelas helped and it was GG. On the bottom, Dani had a really good catch on Dima, and then Bara didn't have much luck as well. I think the left side was a bit too quick. Perhaps they should have went all in, especially Dima and Bara as soon as possible. I think they stopped for a bit, so that might be the problem. Okay, so that's it for the games, but we still have a map to show. Yeah, but catch from Dima, I agree. Let me show the beta, because I always have to select the window. Okay, so we downloaded a map from Egbert called Starfall. Nice and long description is always a good idea. From the minimap I can already see the elevation can be a bit better. Okay, so yeah, this needs a lot of work. I don't even know where to start, but let's try to start from the beginning. You can see, for example, that this terrain is pretty flat, and okay, you actually checked if you can place the buildings, but wait a second, where is the location? Okay, location is here. There's no problems here, which is a bit of a surprise, although there are trees here, so it's normal. Can build without object of house, yeah. Okay, so for example, the terrain would look a bit better if it was a bit more varied. Like, you know, you take a big something like this, you know. See the difference already? I mean, you can't do it. You can't overdo it, because what will likely happen is that you will get some unbuildable tiles. But you know, if you do it with low speed and do some gradual changes, it can still work pretty well. So try to do it a bit natural, you know, because right now you can see it's really flat. Okay, these shapes are definitely too sharp. I'm not even sure what did you want to do, but I'll try to redo it in kind of my own way. Like, if it's a mountain, then it needs to look a bit different. If it was supposed to be just terrain, it needs to be smoother. So I'll go for the smoother way. By the way, are you still here, Egbert? Because maybe I shouldn't talk if you're not even listening. So I just wanted to check. You here? But wait, this was actually getting somewhere. Let's make this a cliff. Let's make it flat on one side here, for example. Meteor impacts. That's what you try to do. You know, hold on for a second, then I'll just save it as mode, and I'll show you something, because I don't know many cases of meteor impact kind of stuff, but I know 2, and both of them were done by myself, actually. So let's take a look at how I did it. Maybe it will give you some ideas. Oh, look at this. I think I was actually pretty proud of this one. This looks pretty nice. Like it makes a feeling like something has fell down here or whatever, like a hole after a meteor or something. And there was another example, maybe a bit worse, but let's take a look. Which one is newer? This one probably. I'm not sure if it's still here because I did a lot of shit. This one. It doesn't look much like Meteor, maybe Impact anymore, but you get the idea. I think a nice touch is that there's sound around here, this strange sound, kind of sound style. Which one was that? It was this one. Works pretty well here for that kind of impact stuff, and then dirt here, so you can see right away from far away that that something strange happened here. So let's try to I save the modified version somewhere here. We'll go to the mountains a bit later, but let's try to decorate one of the impacts. It's you know, the biggest problem that you wanted to do this on the location, so it makes it extra tricky, because normally I would probably do something like this, like make crap, not like this. Okay, let's level up the field a bit because I screwed it up. Normally I would do something like this. No. Lower speed, low slope, and there we go. Much I can go down? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's actually let's use a little cheat here. So we're a bit higher here. Let's go like this and like this, and let's fix it with normal tool. No, this is what I would do outside of a location. So like you have normal terrain and then you have something like this. Because it doesn't look well yet, but you know, I'm just doing it very roughly and quickly. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but this needs still a lot of work probably. Then just do some objects. Maybe not these objects, but some better objects. I'm sure you can find some. This is still too harsh. No, I don't want to spend too much time, but stuff like this looks bad for sure. Can't be that rough. I can't see much here, so I'll just delete the tree for now. Oh yeah, this looks really weird here, so yeah. Oh crap, what did I do? Okay, maybe a bit. I mean, I'm not satisfied with the result, but the result would look much more like the other examples on the other maps, you know. But this is something I'd start with, and of course, this needs to be way higher here, you know, so this doesn't look so out of place. It needs to be like a normal terrain everywhere, and suddenly you have a hole. I'm hearing a bit of delay. Now I know why my previous PC let burn down meteorites all the time. There's no geologists watching here, I'm afraid, but anyway, I can put some sign on places further from the base for playability. Yeah, so it's an impact zones from the debris. Yeah, if you want effects like this, I would definitely focus on doing something like this outside of a location, because you can't really do it well, so it looks well and it works well for building anything on it, right? As you can see, even if I would flatten everything around here, because that's what I was talking about. Like it should look like this on the map. So you can see this looks a bit less out of place with this normal kind of terrain around, you know. But on a location that ain't gonna work, you know. So crap, not this. You can use a bit of unequalized, but it's, as you can see, if you overuse it, it's pretty bad. So I rather not do this, unless maybe size 2 could work, but it's pretty annoying. It's probably better to do this by hand. So let's go elevate lower, bigger size, and just and one important thing, you can show the grid, and then you can check if the lines are not getting too extreme, and then you try to make them less extreme. You need to do this because even if can build shows that you fixed it and you can make a building, if the lines are not going on smoothly enough, then you will have a problem after you place a building nearby, that it can be unwalkable. Yeah, never use unequalized. Yeah, actually, yeah, listen to Harry. This, I use unequalized sometimes, but it's really bad. It's really bad tool, because it can get nice results like when you use it like this, but it's really hard to get this right. So it's probably way better to use the normal tool. I wish someone, maybe King Darren's watching this, because he likes to fix the map editor tools. I really wish someone would fix this unequalized tool, because here it works like this, and it's really too rough and too... Basically, it's kind of useless the way it works, especially when you take a bigger size. You can see how bad it looks, you know? It just looks all the same, and I don't know how to fix this, but this is not the result we're looking for, you know? So yeah, what else can we do here? About the mountains, because they look pretty bad. Let's try to fix one of the mountains. This one will be probably the easiest, although it's a bit small. Not this one. Okay, let's use size 1 and a bit lower speed, and try to make some ravines here, you know. I'm trying to make the shapes a bit smoother, and maybe not like this. Okay, this could work, but I have to do this. Oh, it's a bit better. It's not my best mounting, that's for sure, but we'll try to fix another one. Maybe you will see what I mean. And another thing is that you didn't make tile transitions here, so you either... Oh crap, what the hell was that? You should... this. You should either do this, and it doesn't work. What the hell? Okay, in that case, you should do this, so there are transitions actually. And it looks way better right now, because this was too rough. Maybe you didn't work too much on these mountains, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was work in progress, but you should use tile transitions for sure. Okay, that's not a good looking mountain yet, but it should give you some idea. Maybe let's try to fix another one, because I can't... I don't know how to work with this shape. Oh, this one might be interesting. Okay. Need to keep up with the chat, by the way. I would wish to set up such type of team for RMG, lakes, meteorites, ice spikes, castles, wall. Not possible yet, but maybe. Just use elevate lower. Yeah, exactly. And wrong stone type. 132 tile, no stone did not work proper. Interesting. The way I usually do it, maybe I just make a new mountain. The way I usually do it is to make a stone mountain. Let's make it here. Damn it, not like this. I don't want these tile transitions. The normal ones will suffice. I'll just make some weird shape. Then I elevate roughly. And then I start cutting down. And later on I'll just fix the... Oh, this is actually... I never do it like this, but I think this may be even better. Like, I just make some really rough shape in a big pile of stone. And now I'll just use dirt to make the shape better. Not like this. See what I'm getting at? You can also do the other way around. Yeah, now it looks pretty good. Actually, yeah, it looks better than I expected. And I didn't even spend much time on it. I mean, it's still not highly level probably, but you see what I'm doing. It's like oh, that was pretty fast actually. Only recording from 2R1v1 map challenge. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see it actually. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. What I'm doing, and that's exactly what he said. From the left top to bottom right, or whatever other the directions that Harry said. Yeah, because it looks pretty nice that way. If you would do this in the other way, let's see what happens actually. Let's take a pile of shit. I mean of yeah, and elevate it. And let's try to do this in some other ways. Doesn't work. It's really hard. I mean, the shapes are getting really artificial, you see. And you could try to fix this by making it bigger, but then it loses. Yeah, it looks really bad. So this way it's better because you can actually have more control about how the shapes look like. Because the map making in remake doesn't have a lot of possibilities for the shapes. You can see this is pretty basic with these vertices, but no, but it's enough, and you can see this will always look better that way. Okay, so the AI went in stokes from the south to north, vertical and in mine all stone. That's another thing to check. You always have to check if you can walk on all the edges which have any kind of grass or dirt or whatever. So for example, this one has to be walkable, and now he'll be able to walk in here and dig the stone. Sometimes unwalkable one is okay as well. I never figured out exactly, but I figure out that if I always make all the tiles around the stone walkable, then it will always be possible to mine it all. So this is something you have to watch for. What else can we... Well, basically, I will be very harsh and I will say that this map looks really bad. It's like... it's somewhere on the level of the worst looking maps that you can download from public servers. I'm sorry to say that, but you agree for the harsh truth. It's really... It really doesn't look at all like campaign maps or like maps like... Oh, let's take a look at Silver Heaven, for example. So, you know, I think you need to change the methods. Like I said, you can see that on Harry's map you have a bit different kind of terrain here. Let's take a look at how the grid looks like. To me it looks like he used a bit similar techniques. Like you can see the I hope you can see the the grid, that it goes smoothly, like he did something like oh, not that extreme, but you know, making something like low speed, lower slope and big size, and then try to elevate, and then make the size smaller and maybe do something like this, you know. So I think that's how he worked, and of course you have to pay attention to can build, because otherwise you can't make the buildings, but that probably you know already. And the mountains, just do them more or less like I showed you, and that's already a lot of stuff done. Cliffs, you do exactly the same as the mountains, and then you just paint them with this really nice grass something kind of thing. There's slider option called can work. I guess that is better to use for check for the edges. I don't know. Can work, you mean? That might also work here. But you can see that there are some vertically unwalkable tiles here. Can work here, doesn't go here. Oh, see, so this is an example of a ready map that actually will probably work, because Cedar Haven is a pretty popular map, so if this didn't work, we would know by now. So I'm pretty sure that my method is not... I mean, my method always works for me if these are walkable, but then it can be mined. But you can see that Harry did something that doesn't have to be walkable, and it still worked. So I'm not exactly sure how this works. Perhaps the tile below has to be walkable. I don't know, but my method works, so yeah, free to use it. What else can we see here? Well, basically, as the maps are based on terrain, on locations and mountains and terrain in the battlefield, there's not much more to add. But let's take a look again, maybe at the version that you sent. The shapes of the mountains. It's probably easier to make a good looking mountain if it's looking more like this instead of something like this. For example, here, you know. You also have to avoid shapes like this one, which are like straight shapes like this. They usually don't look too good. Of course, this mountain doesn't look too good at all because of the shape, because of what I showed earlier, that you should make it more like this. Of course, I'm doing it very roughly and quickly. Basically, the mountain, the resulting mountain should be smooth, and it should have some ravines from like going in this direction, you know. So something like I showed before. And yeah, definitely do without the craters on the location. I would also remake the craters the way I said. Like you should have you should do something like this around. Too much. And then do the craters, something like this. Okay. That explains a lot with stone. No worries, it's my first try. Expect praise. Yeah, like I said, this is a really bad map. This is one of the worst looking ones I've ever seen, and yeah, I'm saying that because it doesn't look at all like the campaigns or like the multiplayer maps. So you know, it's nothing bad. For first try, it can look good because map making is really tough in this game. Personally, I wish that some tools from Knight's Province would be implemented one day. We already have Object Brush, which is really nice because you can spam as many objects as you want. Maybe that's too many, but I always found this process of making these all along on the entire map really bad. Like it really takes a lot of time. You can do some individual objects when you want, but not for the entire freaking map, you know. So this palette is really a lifesaver. Of course, with a bit less density, you don't have to think what to place randomly, and you just take the types here, types of objects, and then it does the work for you. So yeah. Okay, it will show tiles where a stone cutter will be able to mine from. This feature is the same piece of code as it's in the game. Okay, but then why when I showed KaM Worker on Hades map, I don't know which one was that, but let's take a look here. Like you can see this tile here. Ah, crap. This it doesn't have KaM Worker because it's not green. But I'm pretty sure this map is playable because nobody complained until yet. Same here. So I can't believe it's not mineable. So I don't know why. I know that the tiles on top, they can be unwalkable. They can be. It's not a problem. So even if they are not walkable, and they are not. But you can also see it here. Okay, then I have no idea how to do this. Like they can definitely be mined. So but whatever. Okay. What else was said here? Hold on for a second because I lost some chat. So there's Twitch, there's YouTube. Let me read back. Yeah, but the idea with the creator is nice. Like I said, you can try to do it a bit more like I did on my maps. Especially Desert Conquest, I think it's a bit better example. That's more or less what you are aiming for. And after all of this, there's also that the map has to be, it has to make sense for the battle, but that's a completely different cup of tea. You can even see LT on the map. Oh. Prefer Emmentaler holes. You mean like the cheese, Emmentaler? You fix on the star. Yeah, you might be right that it will be fixed after. You mean mining radius? Yeah, you should raise the land before you make the crater. Exactly. Like you should have land which goes like still, and then you make the crater. So you work from the top to the bottom with the crater itself, because you did something like you took this and you did this. Okay, not like that. I need a piece of flat land to show this. Okay, so you took you did the crater like this, and that's it's gonna work better if you do it like this. Okay, but you saw it before. Should I just keep testing the stone till it works on every place? Place quality, and it will show the mineable tiles. That's the new feature. Yeah. Right? Wasn't that there some way to see the radius, mining radius? Yeah. Okay. Do I have to? Yeah. So you can see it now. Oh crap. I should be able to modify this. Maybe there's some other problem. Does it work? Ah, yeah, when I change it, it stops working, so it should work. So there's some other problem here, probably. Maybe I'm just doing it in a mad way. Can work is here, so I don't know what happens here, but should probably anyway make the transitions. So yeah, it looks slightly better, maybe. Okay, I have no idea what happens here. I'll just because you use the tiles. So okay, so you know it's better to paint with the brush, I think, first, so you can use the brush later on. Why is the main radius so bad? Ah, it still needs to be fixed here. Okay. Can walk. Walk is everywhere. Yeah, I have no idea why the radius is so bad. Okay, I have to replace the building. Ah, because he can mine here. He can't mine here because it's probably unwalkable. Because it shows the... I don't get it. Ah, okay. Okay, this is completely unclear to me. Why does it insist that this or this will be walkable, not both of them? I don't get it. Because I made this tile mineable for a second. Oh, wait a second, maybe I need to move the building. No. Maybe it has some... Oh, wait. This is a graphical glitch. Okay. Or maybe it's intended. It seems intended because it's a tile on the... Okay, Ray probably explained this anyway. Ah, didn't yet. Okay, but this probably means it will be mined. If not now, then at least a bit later. Maybe this tile disappears after this is mined until like here. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, then. Now I get it. So yeah, to sum up, you can also use mining radius in the beta. It shows where the stonemason can mine. So if all the tiles from the bottom are okay, then it will be mineable. Okay. So I hope you didn't lose the will to make maps. Maybe you can try to start small, perhaps with 1v1 map or something like this. Try to do something like I did the last time on the stream. That's how it would start, and then you can show it to us or to someone else. If you don't want that harsh opinion, then to someone else preferably. And you can continue improving yourself. But map making takes a lot of time if you want to do it right. So it's not for the weak, So you need to really want to make nice maps. And apart from the looks, there's also the gameplay. But I think in general, if you can go to a level when you can make maps which look more or less like that map I did last time, because I don't think this is too high level. Maybe the mountains don't look too bad. For my standards, they were quite okay. The terrain, I didn't like the terrain I made too much, but it's okay, I guess. So this could be nice level. Like you could make a map like this, like 1v1, just to not waste too much time. You can also do the same cheat as I did and just copy paste the entire right side to the left side, paste, apply, flip. And here's a bug, Ray, by the way. Not sure if you know about this one. Unless I don't understand something. because I want to flip it and I don't have a way to apply it. I think there was a button to apply before or something. Also for the flips. I can work around it by copying it again and pasting and applying, but a flip selection, but oh wait, you can't see it here. Flip selection, but okay, I can flip another selection. Okay, let's flip this and go here, and it gets unflipped everywhere. I don't think that's intended. So some behavior has to be changed here. Yeah, but Thunder, you know, actually, you are the sole reason I made this stream last week, because I wanted to find out if it's possible to make maps quickly. When you made New Horizon, I think, or maybe it was Iron Gold, you claimed that you did this map in a really short time, in maybe couple days. I was like, what the fuck? How is that possible? And a week ago, I was like, maybe let's fire this map again. I was like, is it possible to make maps in such a short time? Like, so I was like, okay, I'll try to make 1v1 in 2 hours, and it was actually possible. It doesn't look that worse compared to my other maps. It's like 80-90% of that level maybe, so maybe 70%. So now I can see that I can be way more effective, and also thanks to you, Thunder. Okay, I was the mining radius and just the map. Thank you for your time and feedback. Same for chat. We'll check the other maps as reference to start tonight. Yeah. Yeah, Harry, like I said before, that's kind of my plan for the next streams. Not for today, definitely, but I have a plan to basically do this. Create maps, a new map size. How much do we want? I have this map somewhere else. Oh, wait a second, that's not what I wanted to do. 140. I'd added 140. Okay. So that's not what I wanted. But okay, I wanted to add space for one log, and then just do the next part in 2 hours, and you know, go gradually up until 4 versus 4 at least. It's a shame we can make longer map than 256, because for 6 versus 6 gameplay it's really hard to make left versus right maps right now without placing the location somewhere in the middle. But that's another story. Anyway, unless someone wants to know something more about map making or anything else, I think I'm going to end the stream, because I'm out of content to show. So next challenge, 6 versus 6 maps in 2 hours. Hadi, you are welcome to try it. I will give you the view screen. I will give you the stream key so you can show it on my stream, and I will commentate it along the way. I think it's a great idea. But you will make it. I'm not gonna make a 12 player map in 2 hours, because that's impossible. With your skill, it's maybe possible, or maybe Thunder. So yeah. For 6 minute per location, we have a worked out idea from the basic. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I had the locations done maybe 1 hour, and then the battlefield 40 minutes, stuff like this. Last time I made it, I made this map, and then I just copy pasted it to the other side, so it was a bit shorter for the second location, obviously, but I had to fix it as well a bit. As an idea, you may could add to your 2 hours map to new logs every week. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I wanted to do this maybe next week or the next one, because right today I just wanted to show some games because last time I showed map making, and the last time I think there was something a bit different as well. It was that 12 player game, so also something a bit special. So I thought today some games, and maybe next time map making. So yeah, that's more or less the plan. I plan to finish with at least 4 versus 4 map this way. Because 1v1 maps are not that much needed, but yeah. But I will have to think about the battlefield a bit more. Maybe I can actually get more and more efficient with every single next lock. Or maybe I can just copy paste them. It would be way faster. Okay. So in case nobody has anything else, I think that's it. It was a pretty long one. 3.5 hours. Seem to be getting a bit longer with these streams these days. Just a quick glance at the viewers. 2 viewers on the Facebook all the time. And 13 here. I think for the summer it's a pretty nice viewer count. Okay, so thanks to everyone. To sum up, we had 2 games today which were pretty short. I can't say they were really nice, but we could at least see how the good players were building. We could take a look at Egbert's new map and give him some advices on how to continue in the future. And thankfully it doesn't seem like he hates me now. Maybe he should, but he doesn't, so nice to see that you're a forgiving type. But that's beside the point. Yeah, and next week we'll see what happens. Perhaps there's gonna be some big game, or perhaps I'll just go for some more map making, because we always need some more new maps, I mean. Okay, so that's it. Thanks everyone, and